Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, what we will be doing is we will be connecting to an AWS RDS instance, PostGres specifically, and we will be connecting to that AWS RDS instance from PGadmin. The purpose of this video is to show you guys how Amazon provides this RDS service so that you can have a standalone database service and not have your database inside of your EC2 instance, and it can be a completely separate instance altogether, which I believe is secure and also gives you guys the ability to have your data being managed separately. Just so that if something happens to EC2 instance, there is always the ability to protect data, recover data in the case of data loss, and yeah, just some of the reasons why I would prefer RDS as a database service provider. So I've already clicked on RDS. I have clicked on create database, and it's asking me for a database creation method. I'm going to go with a standard create for this one, for this video. And there are a bunch of options that have been given to me: MariaDB, Aurora, MySQL, Postgres SQL. So I'll go with Postgres SQL for this video. And it's obviously I'll keep the engine version. I will not be changing this. I will keep it as it is. There are three options over here, but I will go with free tier. The reason being because I don't want to pay for anything right now at the moment. And so these are probably some of the most important settings. The first one is the database identifier. It's basically the database name. And I will just make this Mohit new DB like this. Master username, I can just leave it as Postgres, or I can just make it my name. Uh, it's asking me for a password, and I'm going to enter a password. Let me just do it. And it's asking me to confirm my password. So that looks good. Instance configuration, DB instance class. I don't think I need to change anything over here because of the fact that it's a free tier. I don't have a lot of options anyway. Basically, giving the ability to specify how much RAM I will be using for this database instance. Yeah, I don't have much options over here as well, so I'll just keep it as it is. Storage type, general purpose SSD. Nothing to change over here, to be honest. 20 gigabytes of allocated storage looks good. Maximum storage threshold. Charges be applied when applying your database order skills threshold. So yeah, let me see what this is basically. Choose the maximum storage threshold required by planned workload of this DB instance. The maximum value is yeah. So I think after 1,000 gigabytes, they're saying over here, charges apply because the database will automatically scale to cater for more data. I think maybe this is the maximum amount of data that we can have in one particular instance. I will not connect to an EC2 compute resource. Virtual private cloud, I do have a default VPC already set. Subnet group has already been defined as well. I will allow public access for this video because of the fact that I want to connect to it. This will give it a public IP address, which we will be needing. And now what we need to do is we need to create a security group, basically VPC security group name. I'll just call it, let's say, what should I call it? I'll call it RDS security, something like this. Availability zone, US East 1A. I don't need to create a proxy. I don't think I need that. Additional configuration, database port, certificate, authority. This is optional. And I, to be honest, don't know what this is about. So I'll just keep it as it is. The main thing is the VPC security group name over here. Basically, the VPC security group. This will give us the ability to see who can connect to our DB, which is probably the most important setting that there is. Password authentication, yep, that's what I want. Monitoring, 7 days free trial, retention period. Yeah, nothing to change over here. I'll possibly leave it as it is. Additional configuration, what do we do? Additional database name. I think I've already specified a name on top. So I don't think I need to give this. And this is also additional. So yeah, so far looks so far so good. Let me just create my database and see if it gets created or not. Okay, so it's creating. What is it? Suggested add-ons for RDS proxy, create elastic, nothing for now. I just wanted to get created so I can possibly look into it. And while it is getting created, we will just wait for it. Click on this and open it up. I would like to look at the connectivity and security section. So it has a RDS security group specified attached to it, which we created. And I'm just going to look at the security group inbound rules. Basically, inbound is who can access the RDS instance. So let me just open this up. Let me see, what do I have over here? Inbound rules over here. So this particular IP, and let me see if this is my IP or not. So let me just confirm this. What is my IP? Yep, that's definitely my IP. Yep, that is my IP. That's my public IP. So I think it has automatically assigned my IP address as the only IP in the unbound rule, which can access this Postgres instance. Yeah, let's try to connect to it. So what I will do is I will open PGadmin, which I already have open over here, and I'm just going to register a new server. And let me just look at the specifications. Connectivity, yeah. So this is the endpoint. Basically, this is the host name. I will copy that and I will paste that over here. Oh, sorry, that will be pasted over here. So this is RDS underscore name. That's just a random name. It will be pasted over here. Port 5432 database is this, and the username was my name, and the password was. Let me see if this connects. Okay, so it's saying, what it is saying? The database does not exist. I think it should, because I did specify a database name. Or is it some other name? Let me see if it's this one. And I think this might work. Okay, this worked. Let me see what I got wrong. So I think the mistake I made was I mistook the DB identifier, which was the name I specified, MohineewDB, as a database that would automatically get created for me, and it did not get created for me. By default, RDS creates a database instance for us inside of our main server over here, and the name is Postgres. And from here, we can create as many databases as we like. So if I just right click on this, create database, you can just specify the name, Mohi underscore new underscore DB, like this. And if I click on save, I will have a new database instance created, which RDS just created for us. So yeah, small mistake on my part. I mistook the DB identifier as the name of the default DB, which would get created by RDS for me. But yeah, we have successfully created an RDS instance, and we have successfully managed to connect to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to give it a like, share with your friends and family, for that helps me out a lot. Until we meet again in the next video, this is Mohit Lodi signing off.